Well, I am presenting something about it's called the true nature of healing and how healing impacts our spiritual ascension and how we can use it to impact our spiritual ascension, what it really is, what it really looks like. And that's kind of a, Reader's Digest version, but in my experience, what I learned is that healing is really about doing your own inner work and overcoming your inner core wounds, and that it is in that healing that you open and expand your spiritual faculties because you're dropping that density. And that is what ascension is the dropping of the density. And so that opens up your spiritual channels. So you can do the breath work, you can do the meditation, that's all fine and good. But what's really going to move you forward in your healing and in your ascension journey is doing your inner work. Because I think a lot of people will be able to relate to doing what I refer to as healer hopping. They go to a healer because they want something healed, and then they feel fine for a while emotionally, mentally, or spiritually, or physically. And then after a few months, everything is right back to the way it was, and they don't understand why. So they go to another healer. And that's because they were never told that no healer in the world can relinquish you of your own responsibility of doing your own inner work. And so they might get the ball rolling, but you have to do your inner work to remove the original core wound that caused that energetic blockage. So a good healer won't just run energy and, all that stuff. A good healer will say, this is actually what caused that energetic blockage. And here are some things that you can do in order to work towards removing them. But you have to do your own what's called the great work, to use a hermetic term. And so I think a lot of people will be able to relate to that, and hopefully that will engage some conversation and hopefully some insight, because my intention is to empower other people with this information. I want people to go away from this conversation going, okay, I feel like I have some sense of direction as to what to focus on, and I'll know what I'll need guidance and support from someone else, like a healer, like a life coach, like an intuitive, guide, whatever, and what I can work on myself. These are the things that I can do for myself. But as long as you go away knowing that it is your responsibility, but that you have the ways and means with which to achieve that, that's what I'm hoping for.